Okay, hello and welcome back to some more F1 2021, my team. You join me for the second race of the second half of the final season, race number 10 in the beautiful Ardennes Forest in Belgium. It's going to be a good race. It's always a good race here. But luckily, or no, sorry, not luckily, unluckily, we have a very bad track record with finishing. And it's never normally crashing. It's normally engine issues, so I'm hoping 8 seasons in we have engine issues sorted. So that's good. We've taken a new gearbox for this race as well, because we had one available. So, yeah. Let's just get straight into the race. Qualifying wise, it's a nice dry qualifying. The race has a 50% chance of rain towards the end, but it's not really a big deal, I don't reckon. But yeah, so we'll do a cheeky qualifying lap. See what we can do. Now our first lap was a decent lap. It put us in P1 for quite a while, but we did get held up right at the end at the bus stop chicane by Zhou Guanyu. So if you have a look in the top right where the timing is, we're about half a second quicker. That's going to go up to probably about 1 second just out of the bus stop, just because of the fact we got held up a little bit. We got held up around about here and had to slow down a little bit because we couldn't go for an overtake because it was qualifying. But yeah, pretty clean through there. The timing's gone down to about 0.8 faster. We're going to cross the line to take P3 in qualifying. A very decent start for tomorrow's race.
Welcome along then to the Belgian Grand Prix, the race that gave us the maiden victory for the Jordan team in 1998. And in the same team, the phenomenal debut of a young Michael Schumacher. There's always something special around one of the many corners of this fan-favourite circuit. So here we are once again, ready to go racing through the Ardennes Forest. 4.35 miles of long straights, fast corners and massive elevation changes. It makes this not only one of the most exciting circuits on the calendar, but one that makes for some consistently high-quality racing as well. Simply put it, there really is no place quite like Spa.
Anthony Davidson, a lot of talented drivers out on the track today, but what will stand out for you?
Well, Crofty, my focus is 100% on the front of the grid. Like you said, we're seeing lots of strong competition across those positions, so it would be super interesting to see the fight for that front spot. Personally speaking, I'm hoping for plenty of overtakes.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session.
An immense lap from Carlos Sainz yesterday puts him in pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2.
As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Reed, Stroll, Esteban Ocon and Norris, Hamilton, Schwartzman, Raikkonen and Antonio Giovinazzi, Russell, Tigtum, Jack Aitken and Matsushita, Mazepin, Perez, Charles Leclerc and Guan Yu Zhou, Tsunoda, Gasly, Button and Nicholas Latifi. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
Now that we've got some points on the board, let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish.
Unfortunately, the conditions aren't as nice as they were yesterday, but no threat of rain until about 15 minutes into the race. And it's only a 50% chance, so we should be fine completely and utterly. But who knows, really? All we really want is a good launch and a good possible dive into turn 1. Carlos Sainz is on pole position here, so if he can get out ahead of Verstappen into turn 1 with a Red Bull front row lockout, it could be good for Sainz. You know, he hasn't got a very good track record at the moment with Red Bull. In the gravel last episode, as always. Yeah, alright, let's get into this. On the starting grid here in Spa, we are underway for the Belgium Grand Prix. A pretty good start. Verstappen and Sainz battling towards turn 1. Sainz moves over to the left. Into turn 1 they go. They've made contact. The Red Bulls have made contact. Lance Stroll right behind us. The Red Bulls, sorry, pull ahead quite quickly already up into Eau Rouge and Radion. Sainz behind in P2, being held up by Verstappen. We've got an amazing launch and a catapult out of Eau Rouge. Let's see if we can get past Sainz, heading down the Kemmel straight now into Lacombe. Can we get him? No, we can't. almost, very, very close. Through turn 8 and now 9. Turn 10 ahead along right-hander, a 180-degree corner. Not really a hairpin, it's a downhill, and we're going to go down the inside, possibly, of Carlos Sainz. We do. We go past and up into P2 before the end of the first lap.
Conditions look stable at the moment, with no rain currently expected. Dries seem like the best tyre for now.
Lovely stuff through Puon now. Very dodgy corner. Ooh, Carlos Sainz might go for a move here. He does. He goes. He has a look. We see his front wing on our left-hand side of the screen, but he doesn't get anywhere near, and he falls quite far back after that, which is very good for us. Very, very good for us. Verstappen, though, still 1 second ahead, which isn't good for us. I mean, DRS will be enabled in like 2 laps, or just over 1 lap now. So that's good. That's a positive. That is a very big positive. But we'll see what happens. I'm hoping, I'm praying that we get close enough. And I don't really want a safety car just yet. I feel like a safety car later on. Ooh, a little cheeky drift out of the bus stop. Might be good later on.
You'll be on the mediums.
But not right now. Lap 2 then. Purple sector 1 and a green sector 2. Verstappen with the fastest lap right now. But we're catching up 0.7 seconds between us. So we might just manage to sneak into that DRS range. Also maybe nab a fastest lap right about now. Give Verstappen a bit of pressure as we're going to go across the line. Fastest lap of the race.
For a new strategy
Very
option.
nice. Jeff wants me to change my strategy. DRS enabled. Into La Source. Could be it's a bit of a weird corner there because it's a little bit off camber and it really throws you off. Especially in like actual cars or not Formula 1 cars. That corner really throws you off. But yeah, it's not important. Alright, we're behind Verstappen again. End of lap 3, or not end of lap 3. 3 Po1, lap 3, running over the curb a little bit. Purple sector 1, once again. We're still behind. We might be able to get past Verstappen quite soon. He's struggling for grip. I don't know why. He really is struggling for that grip. We're right behind him now, heading through turn 16 now. Yellow flag behind. No safety car. Up towards Blanchimont now. We're still very close behind, and we will be able to get really near in the bus stop. So DRS could become our friend right about now. Let's see what's going to happen. Into the bus stop we go. George Russell's out of the session, and so is the safety. Oh, virtual safety car is out.
A new strategy is available on the MFD.
God damn it. Oh, we're going to box this lap, obviously.
Understood, copy that.
You're silly if you don't, but loads of people behind us have managed to get in the pits already because they were far enough behind, so we might be screwed here, actually. We could be done really dirty. So here's what happened with Russell. He's behind the Alpha Tauri of, I believe that's Kimi Raikkonen. Heading through turn 16, there's a lot of frame rate drop here. And he just sends himself into the wall. Sends himself into the wall at about 4 FPS. Lovely stuff. Alright, well, safety car's out, obviously. Still out, lap 4. We're going to go into the pits. Ocon hasn't gone into the pits, and he's quite far behind. Hamilton's probably about 18 or 19 seconds behind Ocon. Oh, Verstappen's not going in. Okay. Cutting it very close to that left-hand wall there as well.
We may see some rain. ETA is about 15 minutes.
Don't tell me that. Oh, 15 minutes. Oh, we're fine. We'll be done by 15 minutes. Alright. In the pits, that Mercedes is getting very close. Very close. It will be tight. It depends how quick the stop is. 2.0. Lovely. I'll take that any day of the week. Any day.
These tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
And I don't need to rush out because it's not racing conditions. So I don't need to rush out the pit stop and risk spinning. Lovely stuff. Onto the mediums for the rest of the race. Okay. Lap 5, safety car is coming. We're behind Ocon in that. Oh, how is he locked up there? Alright. We're going to get a pretty bad launch because I'm just trying not to lose the car. But we might be able to keep up with him just about. Going into La Source now. We're very close actually. So we'll see what happens.
Okay, there appears to be an issue. We're currently investigating.
That's not what you want to hear. Oh shit. Alright, we're fine for now. behind Ocon. Let's see what we can do around here. Get very close to his car into turn 10. He goes quite wide, so does Norris.
There's been an incident on track, but officials aren't looking to push for a safety car right now. Just be careful.
Alright, we're good. Heading towards P1 now. The AI take this so quickly, it's so unfair. But look how the AI just took that. They've got like 0.2 of a second on me just because of that. Wow, that's not cool. That's really not cool. No, sir. Oh!
Okay, we
Oh!
have a severe
Oh!
issue. Find a safe space
That's a
to retire
gearbox.
or return to the
I
pits.
just replaced my gearbox for this
Again,
race.
Find somewhere safe to stop.
Oh.
We need you to retire.
What? How is
Okay,
that
the
not?
gap
That's
behind
not
is
nice.
2.2 seconds.
That's not nice. Come on, man. We're becoming the new Ferrari at this point. Yikes. That's fun. That's really fun. That's really, really fun. I really like
okay?
this.
That was a nasty hit.
That was a
Turn the engine
nasty
off
hit.
and
You're
wait for
right.
the
You're right,
marshals.
Jeff. Oh, absolute shunt to the rear of my car. Shut up, man. Just shut your mouth. Oh God. That's not cool. That's not fun.
What a great race then, and what a magnificent victory here at the Belgium Grand Prix. And talk to me, what do you think it was that sealed the win for them?
Well, the safety car completely changed the race, didn't it? It's hard to say exactly what would have happened without it, but there's no question that they came out of that situation in a good position.
Red Bull are our winners today after showcasing some incredible driving. There's been a huge push from them lately to stay competitive with the other teams, and they're certainly proving themselves.
Before we get into anything, I just want to point out, this is the second time this has happened. So Carlos Sainz came P2, but in the cinematic at the end, they put his car in the P3 position. And they've done that twice now. And it's always been Sainz that it's happened to. It's really odd. I don't know why that does that. But anyways, that has been the Belgium Grand Prix. Or what of it that was left. Luckily for us, Lance Stroll didn't even get any points. I don't know what happened with him. He only took one stop. Also, how did Lando, Carlos and Esteban have 0 stops? Huh? What? My brain is... I'm lost. How have they had 0 stops? Because they didn't start on wets. That's really odd. Okay. Yeah. Honestly, very weird. Maybe it started raining towards the end and then... Because I know there's a rule that if you start on inters or wets, you don't need to pit. I don't know whether that counts if the rain starts coming. I'm not too sure. But anyway, standings-wise, we're still 43 points ahead of Lance with 6 races to go. It's all still to play for, 100%. Yuki Tsunoda in P3 could still take some battering in the championship, but who really knows? It's a bit of an interesting one. Towards the end of the last season of the game. Oh wow, yeah, it's all to play for. This should be a really interesting season. But anyways, thank you for watching this episode. I know it hasn't been the greatest with the DNF because of a gearbox issue. It wasn't even red, it was only yellow. You could have just made me have to skip a gear. Because that, I've never had that happen. I've had that happen once. Right at the start. But then after that, it just never happened. But yeah, thank you for watching this one, and I hope to see you next time for the next Grand Prix.